Hey there YouTube, I'm back for another video on SegaGenesis. This system I have set up. I haven't really messed around with it too much, don't have a favorites list going yet. I just today put in all the video snaps. I have to go through and rename a lot of the wheel art to match with my database, so some of them aren't showing up when you're looking at the wheel. You know, the wheel, they call them wheels, but they're actually the logos, you know, when you're on the wheel scrolling through the games. So I got a little renaming, a little cleaning up to do in there, but for the most part the system works. The controllers work, I believe. I may have to go in and tweak in the emulator some of the controls, but for this it works. So let's load up, see what intro we get. Hopefully it's not too long of an intro.
Hyperspin.
Alright. Pretty cool. So, alright. SegaGenesis. Now, I'm no expert on this, but I believe here they call it Mega Drive. I might look for a different wheel. Yeah, it's actually called the SegaGenesis. Mega Drive, I don't know if that's what they call it over in Europe or something like that. Never really looked into it, but I believe that might be the case. Anyway, this is SegaGenesis. Had a SegaGenesis also when I was a kid, played the hell out of it. After Nintendo, I graduated to the SegaGenesis. So again, you know, I'm going through first setting up all the systems I grew up with, and probably most of you guys too. If you're as old as I am, maybe not. If you're not as old as I am, you might be looking at this going, how lame. But I don't know, I was actually surprised that my kids really dig this thing. They would rather sit and play this sometimes on their Xbox 360. They don't have a one yet. They're only 7 and 9, but yeah, they get a kick out of these little games. And they've had their buddies over and they have a lot of fun playing around with this thing. So again, it's pretty cool. So let's go into the Genesis system. Whoops. Thing freaked out on me. It does that after it's just sitting there, you know, on its own for a while. It will randomly just cycle through and, you know, pick some. But we're gonna go into Genesis. Like I said, some of these wheels, the wheels again are the graphics here, the logos. I got to go in and rename them because they're probably named wrong compared to what my database says they should be. And some of these might not show the cart, like that one did. So that means the box and the cart are separate files. So I just got to go through and make sure everything's named properly, because sometimes, like that one, I didn't get the art for the cart. That right, I know. It's probably named a little different, so easy to fix, just kind of tedious. Again, I haven't gone through this one really, aside from if I'm shaking things. Again, I'm not set up here the greatest. Yeah, I haven't set up favorites on here because it's been so long, really, with Genesis. Maybe I have. Let me see if I did put a couple games. Nope, got no games in the favorites. So let's see if we can find Sonic. How about some Sonic the Hedgehog? We go by S. You know, it's funny. I had a SegaGenesis and I played it a lot. For some reason, I just don't remember what games I used to play. I loved my Genesis. Sonic and Knuckles. A bunch of Sonic and Knuckles. Where is the original? Here, Sonic the Hedgehog. So this was probably one of the first games I ever played on Genesis. Don't remember what buttons do what here, so bear with me on that. This one I do have bezels going. I thought they looked pretty cool, so I stuck with them. Again, the bezels are the graphics on the side. So yeah, Sega. This does bring back some memories too. Let's see, it says jump. And stick and run. So really I think that's all it was, right? Run and jump. Oh man. Again, I might get some control pads for this eventually down the road. But I don't mind playing these with the you know, this controller. What else was there? I don't remember what other moves. No, I did it. So that's Sonic. Space Invaders, what was that like? Man, well, if you guys have any requests for games, go ahead and post them in the comments, because I don't remember what I used to play here. Street Racer, don't remember that one. Yeah, don't remember. Tecmo Bowl. I remember playing Tecmo Bowls on Nintendo, I think, not the Genesis. Maybe I'm wrong. No. But anyway, I'll just scroll through some of these and you can see the... Those look cool, I don't remember them though. Fighters. I don't have the genres running on this either. I gotta get a genres XML. Because you can split it up by genres. If you want to look for, you know, fighters or racing games, that kind of thing. Oh, there was a space game. I don't remember. I'm gonna have to look up some of these old games that I used to play. I cannot remember. That's like a 3-in-1. Let's see what this game does. It has like a bunch of classics in it. See how well they made them. Because I got the original classics in my arcade emulator. See, I've not tried this game, so hopefully it works. I'm gonna skip all this. Skip. Can't skip it. Come on. Here we go. Joust. I love Joust. Huh. Actually not bad. This isn't very far off from the original arcade version. But I do play it on my arcade setup. Huh, pretty cool. Anyway, that's Sega. So, you know what, I'm not going to do separate videos for the other couple I have because I don't have them fully functional. So, but the other ones that I do have set up with games are Super Nintendo. We can check, I don't remember if I have the controllers working. I don't have the video snaps. Let's see if the controller works. Castlevania, I used to love Castlevania. I never had a Super Nintendo, so I didn't really play a lot of these games, but I wanted to get this and the Nintendo 64 working. I know for a fact that I'm having issues with the control stick in Nintendo 64. Some of those controllers had trigger buttons and stuff, and it started getting a little complicated, so it's kind of hard to map them to a control board like this. So let's see. Yeah, well, maybe I do. I don't know. Let's see if it works. Huh. I guess I don't have the buttons mapped correctly. So, can't really play these quite right yet. I'll figure it out. Again, the other one is, where is it? Nintendo 64. Gotta get the video still. That's next on my list. I have all the games. This one, I can't get the control stick to work for some reason. Go into one, load it up. It'll load just fine, but it's all in the emulator. RetroArch is what I'm using. So, okay. At least I can get into this one, it looks like. I just won't be able to control my character. Let's see what it looks like. Because, you know, these started to get a little better with graphics. And let's see how it goes. Yeah, a little more sophisticated. Kind of weird, the graphics. I wonder if there's an issue. I have to look into a different version of the emulator. Some of the emulators do some games differently. Yeah, it's giving me weird looking things. I've never played this game before, so I have no idea what to expect, what it's like. Yeah, so let me play. Yeah, so like I said, I can't move my guy. I don't know how to go back. Back. So I can move it for those. So I gotta do something with everything but. Alright. Anyway, figure that out. But system's working. Just gotta figure out how to control it. Let's go into a different game because I just want to see if Donkey Kong Racing. I want to see if I get weird graphic issues and sound. Diddy Kong Racing. Audio is funky. I'll have to try a different emulator. See what happens when I try to play it. Which time in? This is getting kind of long. Alright, well anyway. But those are the three systems, or whatever, Genesis, SegaGenesis, Nintendo 64, and Super Nintendo. I took you through NES and the classic arcades, so 2 more to go. I'll make some different videos at a different time for those. So take it easy.